Hey up and welcome to a Confident Club Cuppa.
Hello, hi Steve.
Hello Curly.
Hiya.
So what we're banging about, which chapter on to this week then in,
I get all
in the
excited
book?
doing this. Right, this is called Don't Wear a Parachute.
Don't wear a parachute.
Whatever the heck that means. So Steve starts off this chapter with this key piece of advice about being a duck up. All right. Don't do anything to upset the apple cart. Don't do anything different or new. Do zilch. Take no action. Zero. All failures know the easiest thing to do is to do nothing. However, if you do slip up in terms of taking action, make sure that instead of small steps, you take gigantic leaps with the maximum chance of hurting yourself.
Yeah. Interesting. So when we've talked about this in the past, so there's some themes run through the book, right? The whole notion of taking action, right? So most people do know, really, because they're scared. So it's that away from and towards motivation as well. I think it's like a lot of people go, is it hurting enough for me to do something, right? And what I'm going towards. But I think the other reason people don't do it, they go, what happens if it goes wrong? And they might take some dramatic thing, and it will go wrong probably.
Oh, well, it's probably guaranteed to go wrong.
Because by definition, if it's original or new, you've never done it before, there's a good chance you're going to, metaphorically speaking, fall flat on your face, right?
Yeah.
Whereas what I think successful people do, or whatever you want to call them, is they go, well, I'm going to do some sensible risk analysis, right? So we're going to do this thing in business. It might cost us 10 grand to find out some interesting stuff.
That's what you mean by having a parachute?
Yeah, that's your parachute. Yeah, we can afford 10 grand, right?
Yeah.
It could cost 10 million pounds and we'll go bust. Well, don't do it then, right? So most sensible people go, I'm going to put a parachute on, recognising, I can land safely, but it might not be like the perfect landing first time out of a plane.
Yeah.
So I think so if you're stuck not taking action, ask yourself, well, why is it? Is it because the action's too big? It's kind of like when is it safe to overtake when we talk about goal setting? There's always going to be an element of risk, but it's like you go, right, yeah, it's probably safe to overtake now, so I'm going to go for it and put my foot down.
So a good question to ask yourself is, if you knew, what is it that's stopping you from taking action?
Yeah. That's a really good question. It's all about asking high quality questions, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, the fact is, though, people use the fact that it might not work as an excuse.
Yeah.
Because, why is fear of public speaking such a big fear? Why are people scared of it? Because they go, oh, well, I might embarrass myself in front of other people. And you go, yeah, that's just part of, you're going to have to do that at some point. Now, you can do it in a workshop with us. We've got one coming up in October, haven't we?
Yes,
You can do it at a workshop with us where you will definitely be falling flat on your face. You'll be throwing yourself madly out of planes with a parachute on where it's safe and everybody supports you. But there'll be lots of that going on because that's where the learning is as well. The learning comes from throwing yourself out of the plane. But the fact is, if you're thinking about, I should go on that workshop, but it's a bit scary, I might not. I'm not going to email Curly. Because most people see, not only will they not throw themselves out of the plane with a parachute, they won't even go to airport.
I know. Can I just tell you one thing before we finish?
Yeah.
I was talking to a new delegate that's going to come on our open workshop.
Okay.
And she said this. She said, I'm terrified of coming. That's why I know I need to do it.
Perfect.
So
right.
that is what an
So if you have any feelings like that around presenting, you know where you need to be. In October, you need to be in London with me and Curly, don't you?
Yeah.
I'll see you.
Yeah. Bye.